Hello everyone, my name is Samidha Garg. I welcome you all in the class of control system. Today's topic of the discussion in control system is time response analysis. In time response analysis, there are mainly two types of the system which we will discuss, first order system and the second order system. Now, what is the introduction of the time response system? In time domain analysis, the response of dynamic system to an input is expressed as a function of the time. Because this is time response analysis, that means the analysis will be done with the function of the time. It is possible to compute the time response of a system if the nature of the input and the mathematical model of the system are known. Usually, the input signals to control systems are not known fully ahead of the time. It is therefore difficult to express the actual input signals mathematically by simple equations. Now, first we know what are the standard test signals by which we can compare the actual signal so that we can find out the error in the signal. So we have to compare the actual signal, which is our result, with the standard test signals. The characteristics of actual input signals are a sudden shock, a sudden change, a constant velocity, and constant acceleration. These are the main terms: constant velocity, constant acceleration, and the constant position. The dynamic behavior of the system is therefore judged and compared under application of the standard test signals: an impulse, a step, a constant velocity, and the constant acceleration. The other standard signals of the great importance is a sinusoidal signal. Now, first standard signal is step signal. How we can define this step signal? The step signal imitate the sudden change characteristic of the input signal. That means if ut is considered as a step signal, this is having value a when t is greater than and equal to 0. You can see this diagram. When t is greater than and equal to 0, its value will be equal to a. Its amplitude will be equal to a, and ut is equal to 0 when t is less than 0. In this diagram, t is less than 0. There is no value of the input signal. So if A is equal to 1, if the value of A is equal to 1, the step signal is called as unit step signal. If the value of or amplitude is equal to 1 or unity amplitude, then this signal is called unit step signal. Now the second standard signal is what? Ramp signal. This is shown by RT. The ramp signal imitates the constant velocity characteristics of the actual input signals. RT is equals to AT when t is greater than and equal to 0, because this is having slope, so that its value is taken as AT. Here A is the slope with respect to the time, and it is having value 0 when t is less than to 0. There will be no value for the negative side. If a is equals to 1, that means slope is equal to 1. The ramp signal is called unit ramp signal. Now the next is the parabolic signal. This parabolic signal imitates the constant acceleration. When we talk about the acceleration, we will take always parabolic signal, or we will compare our signal, resultant signal, with the parabolic signal. The parabolic signal imitates the constant acceleration characteristic of the actual input signal. Here, this can be written shown by PT. This will having the value of, everybody knows in mathematics, parabolic signal is represented by AT square by 2. 20 is greater than equal to 0, and for 0, 40 is less than to 0. And again, if the value of this slope A is equals to 1, the parabolic signal is called unit parabolic signal. Now, Laplace transform of these test signals. We have discussed about what type of the standard signals: unit step signal, unit ramp signal, unit impulse signal, unit parabolic signal. Now, what are the Laplace transform of these test signals? If we talk about the impulse signal, which is represented as del t, it is having value a at t is equals to 0. Always remember, in impulse signal, value will be present at t is equals to 0, and for the other values of the t, its value will be 0. So that Laplace transform of del t, which can be represented in the s variable form del s, this is having value a. Now in the step signal, ut is equal to a when t is greater than equal to 0, its amplitude will be some value a, and this will be equal to 0 when t is less than to 0. So that Laplace transform of ut, time domain will be converted into the s variable. This will equal to a by s. Now the ramp signal, if we talk about the ramp signal, we know that RT can be represented as AT, where is the A is the slope, T is greater than or equal to 0, and this will be equal to 0 when T is less than to 0. Here Laplace transform of RT is equal to RS. This will be equal to A by S square. We will know about the, we should know about the how we can find out the Laplace transform of the particular signal. In mathematics, we have already know that what is the Laplace transform and how we can find out the Laplace transform of any signal. Laplace transform is equal to integral of minus infinity to infinity e raised to the power minus at into ft dt. Now this is the parabolic signal. Pt is equals to at square by 2. T is greater than or equal to 0, and this is 0 for t is less than to 0. When we find out this Laplace transform of this Pt signal, this will be equal to a by s cube. These are the standard results which you have to always remember. Okay. Now, now come to the next topic, that is time response of the control systems. Time response of the control systems. It means if we design any control system or a system by using the controller, by using the process or the plant input and the output, so then time response of the dynamic system responds to an input expressed as a function of the time. The time response of any system has two components. Always, this is having two components: time response, sorry, transient response and steady state response. When the response of the system is changed from the equilibrium, it takes some time to settle down. This is called the transient response. That means there is a variation in the output when the time is increasing. That response is always known as transient response. And the response of the system after the transient response is called a steady state response. When the response will be settled down or steady, that response is always known as the steady state response. Okay, I think you better understand with this diagram if the variation in the time response of the control system or of any system, that is called the transient response. And when it is settled down or in the constant or steady, that response is called steady state response. So transient response depends on the system poles only and not on the type of the input. It is therefore we have talked about poles and zeros. It is therefore sufficient to analyze the transient response using a step input. The steady state response depends on the system dynamics and the input quantity. It is then examined using different test signals by final value theorem. Transient response depends on the system poles only and not of the input. Okay. Now the introduction of the first order system. The first order system, control system are stable with impulse and step inputs because these responses have bounded out. Okay. The first order system has only one pole. That means Cs upon Rs. Cs is what? This is the Laplace transform of the controlled output upon Laplace transform of the reference input. This will having the value of k by T s plus 1. Here s is s plus, or we can say s plus 1 by t, where k is the DC gain and t is the time constant of the system. Time constant is a measure of how quickly a first order system responds to a unit step signal. DC gain of the system, this is what? This is the ratio between the input signal and the steady state value of the output. The first order system given below, if we take some example, Gs is equal to 10 by 3s plus 1. Here DC gain is 10 and the time constant is 3 seconds. For the following system, Gs is equal to, if we take S plus A form, in the S plus of A form in the denominator to find out the poles, what will be its pole? S plus 5, 3 by 5, uh, we take 3, 1 by 5 plus 1. So the DC gain of the system is 3 by 5 and the time constant is 1 by 5. Impulse response of the first order system. Consider the following first order system. This is del t is equals to Rs k by Ts plus 1 Cs. Rs is equal to del S is equals to 1. Cs is equal to k by Ts plus 1. Rearrange the following equation as Cs is equal to k Ts plus 1. How we can rearrange this? We always take this equation in the form of S plus A, S plus B, S plus C in the denominator and numerator also. So that to find out this form in the S plus A form, we will take T as a LCM or common, so that this will be equal to S plus 1 by T and this is K by T. In order to compute the response of the system in time domain, we need to compute inverse Laplace transform. If we want to find out again time domain response, then what we have to do? We will take again inverse Laplace transform to convert this S variable into time domain. So that Laplace inverse of C upon S plus A, this is the result, this is the standard result of the Laplace transform which we have to use. So that we have to remember this formula always. Laplace transform of inverse Laplace transform of C by S plus A is equal to C e raised to the power minus at, or this is written as Ct. This is equal to k by t. Here if we take a Laplace inverse of this equation, this will be equal to what? K by t. This is divided by 1 by s plus a. This is can be written as e raised to the power minus t by t. This 1 by t is what? This is a. Here, this is the graph, impulse function graph. Its value will be exist only t is equal to 0. As we have discussed in the previous slides, if k is equals to 3 and t is equal to 2 seconds, if we draw putting these values in this equation, how we can find out the graph, how we can find out the graph. This will having maximum value at t is equals to 0. This will having maximum value at t is equals to 0, and other than t is equal to 0, its value will be low, because impulse function exists only at t is equal to 0. For other than value of the t is equals to 0, it is having low value. Now the step response of the first order system. Step response of the first order system. Consider the following first order system. This is Rs is equal to k by Ts plus 1. It is having value Cs. Rs, we know that is first order system. It is the transfer function of the first order system. Rs is the reference input, and this is equal to what? If we talk about the step response, that means we have to provide step input signal. That means Rs is equal to Us is equal to what? The Laplace transform of unit step signal is ut is having Laplace transform is equal to 1 by s, so that we will take, instead of rs we will take 1 by s, so that cs by rs is equal to k by ts plus 1. We will put rs is equal to 1 by s here, then what we get, cs is equal to k by s ts plus 1. Now we have to make this equation in the form of s plus a, so that we will take its partial fraction expansion. In order to find the inverse Laplace transform of the above equation, we have to take the partial fraction and then it is converted into the uh, time domain. So Cs is equal to what? This is a by s plus b by ts plus 1, and then we find out the values of a and value of the b, and if the value of a is 1, this will become 1 by s, and if the value of b is equals to minus 1, this will having this value. Now here Cs is equal to this, taking inverse Laplace transform of this equation, k by s, this 1 by s is the Laplace transform of which, what, ut, and this is having in the form of s plus a, so that we have convert this form into the s plus a. What will be the value of a? This t will be here, that will become s plus 1 by a, and t will also divided by in the numerator, so that this will equal to 1, so that we have take here 1 e raised to power minus t by t, where ut is equals to 1. We will take, if it is unit step signal, this is kt, value of ut is equals to 1, and we get ct is equal to k in the bracket 1 minus e raised to power minus t by t. This is the response of the system when we applied in unit step signal in the system. When t is equals to time constant capital T, then what will happen? Ct is equals to this e raised to power minus 1. We get this value 0.632k. In the same way, if we put the value of t is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7, we will see that for t is equals to 1, this will having like this graph. This t is equals to 3, t is equals to 5, and t is equal to 7. So that in the unit step signal, we will take this type of the unit step type graph. But when we increase the time constant, its graph will be become like uh, linear type graph. Now, the ramp response of the first order system. Consider the first order following system and what will take as the input. The RS will become RT, ramp input signal, and we have discussed about what is the Laplace transform of this RT, that is 1 by S square. So that here Cs is equal to 1 by S square K is square ts plus 1, and when we solve this equation by using the partial fraction expansion, by using your mathematical skills or mathematical tools, you can get the response of ct is equals to k t minus t plus t e raised to power minus t by t. Okay, thank you so much.